Hello, Spiritual Collective. So tonight when I asked what the collective, what we needed to hear today, what the message was coming through, the first card that came out was the Four of Swords. Rest, mental rest. Give your mind a rest through meditation, through not worrying, through finding peace and calm for your mind, something to calm your mind down. Also getting in the astral as well. I'm getting some sort of meditation, focusing, maybe doing some guided meditations. But when it comes to the busy mind, we want to slow that down. So maybe getting something that focuses your brain waves on a slower frequency will help. Then when I pulled, two cards fell out on top of this. The Knight of Wands and the World. So these fell on top. This one directly on top. There's something about also moving, possibly doing some traveling, some walking, getting out, getting active, doing something active, but also in a way of journeying. So I am like he is on a journey, he's on a walk, maybe taking a hike, something, take a hike, something like that, to get your mind really at ease, focusing on something more physical may help. 1 second. Okay. Then we have the World. The World here. Also feeling again with this connection, this astral connection. So meditation is going to play a big role in with calming the mind in this new phase, in this something we need to do to heal us, to take our focus away from the things that are really on our mind, that are nagging us, or taking our focus away from what we should be focusing on. And for right now, that is calming ourselves down. This is a new cycle, and meditation plays a huge role in this. Also, I'm getting astral travel. You may have more prophetic dreams. You may have more visionary dreams. You may have more visions. Something in that line. Something about that for this new cycle is very important. It's always been important, but... And then we had the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Interesting, they both fell out together, interestingly enough. And they were followed by the Moon, and then the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. Now, what's interesting about these cards is that these wanted to fall up in the reverse, and the Star as well, with the Wheel of Fortune upright. So what I'm getting with this is there is something that appears to be a certain way, some kind of something that's not quite, it's an illusion of sorts. It's something is hidden, something is not quite what it seems. And this is causing this kind of tension here. And it's making your luck appear, or some kind of trick or illusion is trying to cause your luck to appear a certain way in order to when you lose hope. Okay, this is causing you to lose hope, and it affects both your inspiration, your desire, and your intuition, and your creativity, all of in your emotional well-being. So basically, it's when you start to feel like your luck appears to not be going your way, because it's interesting, like the Wheel of Fortune was upright. So I feel like this is an illusion being put on your luck or this cycle, and it's in this illusion that's not true or that's appearing a certain way, affects your hope for the future. Okay. Yeah, it's affecting your hope for the future. And then when that's affected, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands are also effective. So these aspects of yourself, these elements of your life are affected. These new beginnings are affected. Again, this is rife with new beginnings. But it's the perspective and the illusion that is being warped in a way. And this is why meditation is going to be important right now. It's also important to get into your body. So meditation, but also getting into your body at the same time, is going to really help you focus on what's important. Because when this moon card comes around, it affects the cards around it. It affects the things around it. This illusion, this unclear. There's something about that that's really causing you to start into the negative mind frame again. What is it about this? Wow, okay. So we have the 9 of Torches and the 8 of Torches. Okay. I know I shuffled this deck. We see movement here. We see movement. And we have the 9 of Torches here. Okay. Definitely a lot of fire in this reading. There's definitely going to be a lot of passion and a lot of drive. Literally getting you going. A lot of movement. But also, there needs to be stillness. 9 of Pentacles. Another 9. A lot of growth here. So there's going to be a lot of growth. I feel it's just like this perception, this thing that's hidden, this thing that's not quite being seen, or this illusion, this trickery. Okay, what we got here? Oh, that's too much. Let's maybe get a little better shuffle on that. That was like, okay. Okay. What is it? What is this illusion? What is this thing that, when it pops up, makes us see things differently? I think I have an idea. I think we all have an idea of what this could be. Sure, we all have a authority. Authority? This is a zombie here eating. And the King of Torches and another fire sign. And death. Authority, the King of Torches, and death. Around this moon card. Someone in authority. Possibly a fire sign, obviously, but could also just be someone who has fire in their chart, or just someone who has that kind of personality. But also, too, I feel like this is interesting. Okay, there's all this growth, and then around this is something about authority and death. You got a king here. authority is eating this person, this zombie. It feels like there may be an authority figure in your life who is taking your energy, is again with the eating of this person, is taking a bite out of you, literally. Well, not literally. In the card, literally, but in real life. Hopefully they're not taking a bite of you. But your energy, okay, something about that is being siphoned. And this death card, it's renewal and stuff, but I feel like someone's days might be numbered in this authority position. And also, again, death in general with the world, it's a new cycle. Ace of Torches. Oh, another Ace of Torch. Okay, you got 2 Ace of Wands, Ace of Torch. You got 2 of them here. This is a new beginning. There's a lot of fire in this reading. A lot of passion, a lot of drive, a lot of desire. This could be someone who has desire as well. For some of you, this could be someone who is desiring you as well. An authority figure. For some of you, obviously not all of you. But there is, I feel like also too, there's some ill intent as well. The 9 of Beakers. The 9 of Beakers. This would be the 9 of Cups. Interesting. Okay. This is a really, this is an interesting read. I'm like, okay. 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 There's some kind of transformation that's going to be taking place. There's something that you need to, okay, this is a weird image, but in my head I'm getting, okay, drinking what's in this beaker. Whatever is in this is going to transform you. That's what I'm getting just from the images. So there's something that you need to, again with the Ace of Cups, again that was the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Beakers, but it kind of has this feel to just the 1 in the hand, just that one special beaker. So there's some kind of inspiration, some kind of something that you need to imbibe in, something you need to do, something that you need to bring into yourself. The Page of Beakers. Page of Cups. There's some learning going on. There's some kind of interesting. You're gonna be studying something. This is gonna help you. You're gonna look more into something. Something's gonna be, but it's also gonna be also intuitive as well. And I'm not. This is an interesting read. Oh my. Okay. Okay, death. I do see a lot of transformation in here, and I do see a lot of taking the front. So maybe for some of you, this could be an authority figure in your life, but for some of you, this is you. This is the energy that you're bringing, because there's a lot of fire in this reading, and water. This is interesting. Yeah. The 10 of Torches, a burden. There's something, there's a burden. And it looks like, okay, it's the torches, but it's swords in the image. There's a lot of things that you're carrying that you need to let go of. Again, there's a lot of mental stuff that you're also carrying. I know it's a fire sign, so there's a lot of stuff that, you know, you have in your life that's weighing you down, but there's also a lot of mental things as well. That's why you need this Four of Swords. That's why you need to go on this journey, this Nine of Wands. There's a lot of growth here. But I also feel like this thing that's holding you back is something that's draining you, is something that is siphoning you. And it is an illusion. Again, for some of us, this could be the things that we have been dealing with people throwing illusions at us. Could be possible spell work, could be some evil eye. Could be a multitude of things, but it's having you look at things differently, like in a negative lens, and that affects your new creations. Hello, let's not let this ruin our creations. You know, and it's extra, okay? So it's not really going anywhere. So these are your creations, these are your inspiration, these aren't going anywhere. But the warning is when this moon comes in with this illusion, with this trickery, with this like weird kind of hazy kind of like weird things going on, possible spell work as well, you start to lose hope, or you start to think negatively. You kind of, yeah, and again, that's probably part of the design if you have people coming at you, throwing stuff at you. But you can't, this is yours, okay? This is yours. And for many of you, I do feel like vibing in this King of Torches, in that energy will help you out, because you're holding the torch for yourself. Holding the torch, holding the beaker. Yeah, this is yours. But you just gotta watch your mental space. Page of Pentacles, something, new growth. Yes, new growth. You are nurturing this new growth, but you can't let your mind and the things that are going on in the world, little things, little hiccups, even if, you know, something appears to be that doesn't quite go your way, you can't let that get you down and affect all your new beginnings, because that's what happens. And then you're like, what the hell? And it's not getting you anywhere. You're focusing on something that, and there's a bigger picture too, so it's not the whole picture as well. There's a lot going on. But this is a new cycle. We have a lot of new cycles since we're ever evolving, ever changing, especially in this community. We change a lot. Movement. Okay, you got to make sure you get out and move. This is like, it came in the reverse. This is, you need to move. You need to stop staying stagnant. You need to get going. Again, with this Chariot, you're going to be going, well, this wasn't the Chariot card. Oh, it was the eight of torches, or the eight of, yeah, the car. You are going to get going. Okay, and you need to get moving. But make sure you don't, see, the warning here is not to be stagnant. And it feels like there is sometimes, and, you know, sometimes for good reason. Sometimes you're tired. Sometimes you got a lot going on. You have things siphoning your energy. You have these authority figures draining you. You have something in your life that is overpowering you and overburdening you. That's another thing. This is overburdening. Something is overburdening you, and you need to let it go. Okay, this, you know, it could be a toxic job. It could be some toxic situation where you have someone who is over you, and that's draining you, and it is causing a lot of like grief. Beauty. You need the time. Take the time to find beauty in your world, and also growth. This is going to be a very beautiful growth time. Also getting thorns. I'm also getting, like, that's the package. You will have thorns. You will have things happen, but it's worth it. Also getting people who are a thorn in your side because of the beauty you bring into the world that are affecting you. Jealousy and things like that. Envy. People who misperceive you. Don't get me started. Oh, don't get me started. Vision, Aphrodite. We have another moon coming through. So there is something about the moon cycles as well. I'm getting, yeah, vision. You are going to be, it's going to be popping off here pretty soon. You're going to be having some intense dreams. I'm getting that. Intense dreams. Meditation's intense. You're going to get probably some pretty decent visions. High Priest, ooh, High Priestess of Spirit. Okay, all right, here we go. High Priestess of Spirit. Okay. So you are a High Priestess, and you are connected, of course, to the other side, to the moon, to these dreams and visions that you're going to be having, but also to growth. But you're receptive, and sometimes people take advantage of your receptivity. They send things your way. Justice. Oh no, I got it says obedience, but I got justice. So there is going to be some justice coming, but also blind obedience. Okay, she's blindfolded. I know, justice and stuff, but like, I also got like someone wants. This has many meanings right now. Okay, I got justice coming out. I got a misuse of justice as well, but I got blind obedience and wanting you to blindly obey and like do tricks, like standing with one foot on that, like, is it 1 foot or, but that's what I saw. So there's something about like, okay, there's two, but like doing extra tricks and like trying to go out of your way to blindly obey this authority. So there is an abuse of authority here. There is an abuse of authority in your life in some way. Take that how it applies. That is draining you, and it's burdensome. And it is casting illusions on your success. It's also causing you to stay stagnant sometimes because of the burdens that you're feeling because of this. And if it's not a person, it's a thing that's ruling your life. If it's not like an actual authority figure, it's something that's taking authority over your life, okay? Take that how it applies. Could be a circumstance, could be a, okay, oath. Okay, and now we got, that came after obedience. Being obedient to some kind of oath. So now we're looking at obedience to an oath. It's not doing something, you made an oath. Somebody wants you to make an oath to them as well, or felt like you have, or should. I don't know. There's something like that there. They want you to be obedient to them, to give them your oath. Oh, the moon. The moon came out when I was shuffling. No, it showed a face up. The moon. The moon is significant, okay? The moon is very significant here. We're seeing it multiple times in different ways. Moon magic, moon cycles, visions, illusions, things that are not quite clear. High Priestess. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. Okay. I feel like another deck. Interesting. Okay. This may be a longer reading, just because I want to get some clarification. Again, this is a general read, so it may be a little bit everywhere sometimes. Ooh, freaking flying out. Ooh, the 8. Okay. Alright. On top of the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. It flew out 2 of them. Oh, 3. Never mind. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah. This is the world card. Or is it the key? Okay, so, alright. Okay, so basically these three cards fell out, like flew out. You saw fly out. We have this. There we go. So we have the world. Again, another world card. Only this one, she has a key and there's people behind her. But it was reversed. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. And then we have the Eight of Swords reversed on top of the Ten of Pentacles. They were stacked on top of each other. Okay, so the world being at the very bottom. There's a new beginning. There is a lot of wealth. There's a lot of confusion, though. There's some kind of mental prison. These two came out reversed. There's something about being reluctant to take this new step into this new cycle, this new beginning, because you're stuck. And again, look, the moon is behind her. I'm telling you. Oh, this moon. The moon is maybe by the next full moon. I don't know. There's something there about full moons. Or, yeah, there's, again, it's also an illusion, but using your intuition. I feel like you need to use your intuition and your psychic abilities to help you as well. Again, something needs to be clear. And I think the only way you're really going to get a real handle on that is if you do the Four of Swords. Like in the very beginning, the Four of Swords and the Knight of Wands is like your initial, this is your initial read. And everything from there was, this is the first three cards that came out, and they all came out upright. So it's good. But again, there's some mental stuff that comes in. So that Four of Swords is your key. Again, she has the key right here. You need to rest your mind, get some clarity through however you do that. But rest the mind. Your wealth is stable. And it's not affected, but the way you look at things and the way you move forward or lack of moving forward is. Why am I not surprised? Again, we need to move. It was saying don't be stagnant. There's something about stagnation because you feel trapped or you're afraid to move forward because of all these different thoughts. And again, there is for some of you something that's affecting it, other people, a situation that is affecting this. The seven, okay, here we go. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so issues with people, with things, with communications, with just whatever. But the moon, do you see the moon? Yeah, the moon's in the background again. But also getting that it's not even so much, okay, there's other people being sneaky, but you're being strategic. Okay, I just want to get the click and just want to, you feel you have to hide and be strategic. Okay, you probably need to. I feel like these people are behind this illusion. And these could be the bullies that we face. These could be like the things that we have, like the mental mind games that people play on us. But you here are looking around the corner. This is you. You're looking around the corner at who's coming, and you're ready. And you have your swords. You have these swords. I feel like they are walking up. Usually it's they're walking away. Okay, but I feel like either they're walking away or they're walking, either way, you're like ready or you're hiding or you got your, there's something about your ideas and your communications that you need to keep to yourself. You don't really need to be communicating a lot with other people when it's not necessary, because these things could be used against you. Of course. People might try to bait you to say something. Try not to do that if you can. Okay, ooh, okay. The Knight of Cups. We have an angel. Okay. The cups coming in again. Yeah. Some kind of inspiration that you... Oh my gosh, okay. The Ace of Cups again! Okay, okay, okay. Alright. Okay, we know that... And these came up upright. These two cards... These two cards came reversed. They wanted to reverse around the moon card. But these two cards are upright, okay? So, and you have them double. These are yours. But, again, you're good. You have the inspiration. You have the desire. You have the will. You have all of that. It's just letting all these negative things affect your beginnings in those areas. It's a choice, and I know that's sometimes easier said than done, but you need to make sure you take the effort to get moving and to rest your mind and not think about the things that upset you and get you in this space. Another angel. Is this the Nine of Cups? Well, what is this? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, horse. Okay. Or maybe that's a page, and that's the knight. Okay. Page of Cups, Nine of Cups. Okay, we also had, again, we had another, that's the Nine of Cups. But anyways, cups are important. There's something that, yeah, you need to really focus on. That's your inspiration. That's that you're bringing into the world. Some kind of creative outlet. You got to guard your emotions, too. You have angelic help. I'm getting that your spirit guides will help you. Again, going through this meditation, maybe you just need to ask whoever you work with, to help you safeguard your emotions. You need to safeguard your words and safeguard your emotions right now. Okay. Okay. Again, carrying the torch again. Yeah. Another Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is significant. There's something, yeah. I feel like you have the ability to inspire others. You're inspiring. You hold the torch for others. You show the way. You can show people clarity. And I feel like that's threatening for some people, and that's why some people come against you, and they want to keep you from doing this for some reason. For some reason, people benefit, or the system benefits off of people being in the dark, of people blindly obeying and not questioning. Aha, oh, ooh, that, okay. And this authority is this system of authority that drains the life out of people, is dependent on them being blindly obedient and giving all their oath in their life and being bound and not being their creative inspired selves, so that they give all their energy to these systems of control. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. But you got to play it smart. You know, you have all this great stuff for you. You have all this inspiration, knowledge, wisdom, all this stuff, and it's yours. You just got to make sure that you keep it safe. Because, yeah, someone's really threatened. The system's really threatened. People are really threatened. The system is in, like, the people around you, the authorities, the people that give you a hard time, the establishment, whatever that is, yeah. But you're on a new cycle. It's just, I feel like you're just gonna be mindful to be mindful. you got to know when your mind is dwelling on these things, and when people are, when things aren't, maybe you just got to come off as mean. You got to, like, keep to yourself a little bit, because you really got to safeguard what you have going for you. And I feel like it constantly gets drained because of other things and other focuses, because you feel like you're being pulled in different directions, because you are. Quiet contentment. Simple companionship brings you peace and satisfaction. Quiet contentment. Okay, this is talking about being with another person. You can be with another person. You may have someone that you like to spend time with, peaceful time with, but also just quiet contentment in yourself, in being able to have that quiet contentment where you're watching the sun go down and you are at peace. So you do have that. You can have that. Shocking discovery. A shocking discovery is on its way. Again, the water element. So you're going to find something out. Okay. Oh, maybe also too with all this torch holding, that's something going to be revealed. Oh Lord, here we go. We got mind games. Oh well, we already knew mind games were part of it. That's part of this moon thing, is mind games. In case you haven't figured that out, which I'm sure you have. Breaking news. A surprising revelation will shift your perspective. Okay, so something's coming to light here. Okay, what do we got here? We got shocking discovery. We got breaking news. Something's happening. Something big. You're intrigued. Intrigued. Okay. Someone is intrigued by you or wants to know you better. There's that too, but I'm getting that whatever this is, it's intriguing. Mind games. Well, we knew that's always the deal, right? I feel like even though it's small, it's just to get you off your track. To keep you from doing what you need to do. To keep you from inspiring others to walk into their power. A new perspective. Okay. Someone helps you see things from a new perspective, or that you see things from a new perspective. Okay. So it could be someone's helping you, but just in general, this shocking discovery and this breaking news is going to change your perspective. Something's just going to like blast it out of the water. Someone's just going to be like, what the hell? Okay? What the hell? You know, it's going to be like, wow. It's going to be pretty big. It might even be perceived as devastating in some ways, or just big in that magnitude of something that would be devastating, even if it isn't. It's just like, wow, the magnitude of it is big. So it's a big discovery. It's something really big. Wow. And it's intriguing. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, this was testing limits. Someone is testing the limits of what? Examining how you react under pressure. Okay. Look at the last video we did. We had. They're testing your limits. Yeah, well, we knew that, right? Yeah, that's the mind games. They're testing your limits. Will this be revealed on a large scale? We wish, right? We wish we'd see some justice for this stuff. But don't hold your breath. But something's definitely going to get revealed. Something, again, yeah, something is definitely... You're holding a torch to something. Also, too, you're holding the torch. And that could also be why people, again, are coming after you. Temporary distance. The distance in the relationship is temporary and things may reconnect later. Temporary distance. You need to put some temporary distance between yourself and other people, possibly. Some of you, it may be a larger distance. There's a plane here, so maybe traveling. But, yeah. Bad influence. Someone is having a negative influence over your life. The moon card, the mind games, the testing your limits to see how you react with their stupid little things that they do to push your... To really just get in your space and drain your energy. Drain your energy. Assert their authority and dominance over you. Because they want to affect, you know, they want to be important enough to affect your life. Don't let them. You can't let them. And these people are such fucking losers, man. And no, I'm not apologizing for my language. That's what they are. Like, total. Like, Bottom feeding losers. Unexpected news. Okay. How many? And these are quite a bit of cards. This deck is pretty big. It's a big deck. And like, we got unexpected news, breaking news, shocking discovery, a new perspective. And then we have the series of like mind games, bad influence, testing distance, testing limits. Okay? There may also be, for a couple of you, you may be temporarily, someone, your significant other may be traveling. You may have some distance between you for a little while, but not for long. Or they may be returning after having been gone for a while. I'm getting that as well. But yeah, expected news, shocking news, breaking news. You know, it's a lot. And this is, oh wait, no, I'm shuffling a different deck. This is like, wow. The size of this deck and the amount, the cards that are coming out, it's very interesting. Okay, what do we got here? Authentic vibes. You find someone, okay, so authentic vibes. You're authentic. Again, that's why people are one of the reasons why people are pushing your limits, because they want you to be fake. They want you to have like this blind obedience to like the way you're supposed to act in front of others, or the way you're supposed to come off in the front of others, or the way they want you to be. Double crossed. Ooh, you may be betrayed you may face betrayal or being double crossed. Again, it's double crossed. That's why I'm saying you gotta like just be smart about your words. Again, with this Seven of Swords, you have to be the one that's what they're also maybe, yeah, because there's plotting. Again, maybe this person, I'm getting this, that this is you being smart and like trying to but also this could also be someone that's looking at these people and double crossing them. But I feel strongly with the first interpretation. But again, there is double crossing here. There is a reason to watch your back, okay? Oh my god! So, okay. Can we stop already? I mean, no, I mean, this is great. It's like, but it's like, wow, unexpected revelation. A shocking revelation will change your perspective. So again, how many times... Okay, so with the amount of times that's coming out, that's pretty much how it is, okay? You are going to have unexpected news, breaking news, a new perspective, a shocking discovery, unexplained revelation. So something that come out is going to change your perspective on everything. It could also be that these mind games, or the person that's the shocking news, that the person that's trying to double cross you, or the people who are trying to double cross you, will come to light. And maybe it's something you don't expect, or something, or just a total reality shift. Something. Wow. I mean, how much more clarity can we get, though? Someone's messing around and fucking around with us and siphoning us and trying to double cross us and be assholes and mind gaming us. And that there's going to be something's going to be exposed. Something's going to be exposed, and it's going to be mind-changing. Okay? Wow. Whew, jeez. It's just so much like bow, bow, bow. Card after card flying out the same thing, you know? It's like the same message multiple times, like in different ways. Like that means like that's for sure. That's for sure gonna happen. But you should be good. Huh, interesting. Tantric sex. Okay. There is a few cards in relation to couples like this, a quiet contemplation with the couple, you know, and this tantric sex. We have two couple here. So some of you may be getting or you have a relationship or getting into a relationship. Something about this relationship is significant. Romantic vibes may be expanding, like they may be it may be getting into more of romantic territory, or in different ways your relationship is expanding. Game over. And then for some it's game over. For some it's expanding, and some it's game over. But you know what? I feel like the game is over. Like, you're not even just in love for some people, but for people who are really doing these things, doing the most, doing these jacked up things to mess around with you, the game is over on that. Because it's going to be exposed. For some of you, this might be a significant other. I hope not. Red lipstick stains. Okay. So someone's cheating. Someone's fooling around. Possibly. And that game is over. Also, too, there's also romance. That's a double, meaning card there. Some of you, it's more romance. But after game over, it kind of feels like some people have tired of the drama. Yeah, we're all tired of the drama. Everyone's tired of the drama. But we got to keep going forward. We can't let this hold us back, because you're going to do really well. You gotta expecting a new beginning, okay? The world card came up twice. Okay? And this says expecting, so some of you may be expecting. And for some of you, this is just a new birth, a new growth in your life. Something that you're tending to. But it's a new beginning in general. Okay? A new beginning, again, a new cycle. A world. We did have the death and the world twice, and we have expecting new beginning. Keeping a promise. Okay, I'm getting oath here. So maybe there was a marriage here. There's a marriage here, and maybe there was... maybe their oath wasn't kept. Maybe someone was messing around. But then now there's this one as well. Okay. So again, I'm getting a couple of messages coming to me. I'm getting the one where the keeping the promise, that didn't happen. But I'm also getting keeping a promise of the, where one relationship or multiple, take it as it resonates, depending on who you are. You'll know what camp you fall in. A relationship will be ending, and one will be expanding and going into new territory. Whether that's marriage or a family or something. And then also keeping a promise to yourself, keeping that oath to yourself as well. For those of you who are not in a relationship, this is about an oath that's to yourself and to something that you are birthing into the world that is a creative inspiration that you've created. I hate nothing about you. Okay, so someone's neutral. I don't know. I hate nothing about you. Okay, or it's not saying that I love everything about you. I don't know. That's an interesting card. And someone's looking into things like, Okay, check yourself, okay, and depression together. So check yourself when depression is setting in. When you start looking at things because of all the things that are being thrown at you, or life situations, or what other people are throwing at you, in whatever way that manifests, and check it before it comes into depression, because that's when it affects your new beginnings. When you start getting into the depression, and you start overanalyzing, and you start looking at things from a negative view, you stifle your creative growth. You keep your new beginnings at bay longer. Okay? And you know, it happens, but we don't want to keep having that happen. You need to keep moving. You need to keep going towards your goal. So despite all the dumb fuckery that's happening, you need to keep going. Watching shit go down, enjoy the gossip. These are the gossip people. Yeah, and things are going to go down. It's unexpected news. Whatever it is, it's huge. Things are, like, popping off. But yeah, you're... I don't know, man. Ooh, caution and bank failure. No, that's not good. There is caution, but I feel like also, too, with bank failure, someone might be going bankrupt. It might be a business. It might also be like something is definitely ended. Someone's cash roll is ending as well. But there is caution to be said here. Just watch out for things like that. Kick to the curb. Yeah, again, someone is definitely... someone got caught cheating. Someone's going to get caught cheating, and they're going to get kicked to the curb. That looks like a definite possibility here. And again, maybe you're funding this person, or that, you know, it's just... Yeah. Total drama and putting on a show. Someone's putting on a show, and they're total drama. And these are probably the ones that are like, come on. There also could be a questionable video out there as well that you may find, or something like that, in their feels. Definitely in the emotions. Okay, so we know all the crazy crap that's going on. Definitely something's about to really just go down. And but you are in a new beginning, and you need to be focused on it. So we need to stop focusing on the negative and start looking at the positive, and what we can focus on, what we can bring to our service. It also kind of reminds me of the Hermit card as well. Service. Speak your dreams. Speak your dreams. Talk about your dreams. Don't talk about your dreams to other people, though. Like, you need to safeguard. But there's something about being in service to your dreams, your inspiration, your goals, being in service to those. Stillness, being still, that Four of Swords. Being still, finding that stillness, that calmness within you, and structure. The structure here. You're building a stronger foundation. You're being still, you're being more contemplative. You're speaking your dreams in a way of like spell work to the universe, through prayers or through words, through incantations. And you're focusing on that. You're in service to what makes you glow, what makes you shine. That's what you're in service to. You're in service. That's your oath. That's the oath that you should be following, not some blind obedience to someone who wants to drain you. Okay? Conviction. Yes, you have the conviction. You know. You're in the power right now. You are in power mode, but you got to keep that. You got to keep your conviction. You got to keep your knowledge, your gnosis. You got to keep that close to you. Keep your power close to you. Don't let people siphon you or drain you. It's not going to do you well to acceptance. Also accepting things the way they are. Accepting yourself for the way you are. Accepting just things. Like, that's how things are. Like, people are doing these things. I'm going to accept it and I'm going to move on. You know, this thing happened. This affair happened. This shocking news happened. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to accept it and move on. And that's what I'm getting. You just need to keep going. You need to move forward. You are on the right path. you just don't let people get you down. Don't let the powers that be hold you back, and don't let you let them hold you back. That's the big message here, because you have the key. You have the control ultimately. You just gotta find that and stop letting outside influences mess with you. Your mind, your body, your soul. Yes, definitely time to do some spiritual work. Definitely connecting your mind, body, and soul. Doing that meditation, doing that activity with your body. You know, just really, really connect. Connect to what's important to you. That's what's going to help. Okay. Intuitive journaling. Journaling's really important right now. This is going to help you. This is help you going to keep track of your thoughts too, and to really know when they're coming up or when they're helping or hindering you, and what you can do about that. Also gives you some creative clarity about things. That's really going to help you really nurture this new growth that's coming in. The power of silence. What was I saying? Keep things to yourself. Be silent. There's also quite a few cards of quiet contemplation. There was another card about stillness and quiet. There's something about quiet, stillness, and contemplation. Four of Swords as well. Yes. Gift yourself something. It doesn't have to be big, but just meaningful to you. And this will help you. This will help you really acknowledge the inner treasure that you hold within yourself. Vulnerability is power. So be vulnerable to spirit. Be vulnerable to your dreams and your visions. Open yourself up to those. However, do keep yourself protected from those who wish to take advantage of that. So be aware. So do open yourself, but be aware, because there are some less than desirables out there. Ugh, people. Become your own priority. Yeah, you're your own priority right now. That is the ultimate. You're your own priority. You do what you need to do to make sure that you are doing what you need to do to move forward in your life. Put all these other people to the curb. Kick them to the curb. There was a kick to the curb card one here too. Yeah, it's you time. Any negativity in your life just needs to distance yourself away from the negativity. Distance yourself away from people who wish to just keep you down, keep you in drama, keeping you drained with all this drama, testing your limits. You need to stay away from that. It's not helping you. It's not bringing you anything that you need in your life. It's just making it hectic, and it's holding you back, and it's causing yourself to hold yourself back, which we don't need to be doing. Okay, that's the guidance. Get one more card. Well, maybe a couple cards. We'll see. To kind of end this reading. This is a long reading. Oh, we got the King, and we got senses. Oh, see, I'm telling you, senses are going to open up. Your psychic senses. When you take it still, when you quiet your mind. And King is a power card. Yes, you're walking into your power. We had a King over here. We had the High Priestess of Spirit. So, yeah, there's a lot of power here. There's a lot of wealth, too. I am getting wealth, again. I know there was the Bankrupt card. There may be some wishes that when you're bankrupting yourself by not acknowledging the wealth that you have. This can come in many forms, but be cautious. Be cautious. But I feel wealth is really abundant here. Whoa, jeez Louise. I am a cosmic mirror. I'm sorry. Interesting. I am a cosmic miracle worthy of infinite wealth. I am a cosmic miracle worthy of infinite wealth. Wow. You are worthy of wealth. You've got to recognize that, and you've got to focus on that. Focus on your wealth, focus on yourself, focus on stilling your mind and being calm within yourself, distancing yourself from the drama, being strategic when you deal with others, knowing that they're coming at you, knowing that they're throwing shit your way to knock you off your course. And knowing that that only benefits a system that wants your obedience and wants to control you in order to siphon your energy and keep the machine going. That's all it is. You're breaking free from that. So expect resistance, but also expect beautiful things. I allow myself to be held in the cosmic womb of celestial abundance. Okay, yeah, abundance, yeah. The womb of abundance, the expecting card. Birth to abundance. It's going to be a beautiful time of wealth, abundance, prosperity. You just have to know that when things start looking a certain way or feeling a certain way, you need to change your perspective. Okay? There will be revelation coming to you soon. It may be something about... It'll definitely change your mind in the way you see the world. So expect big new changes coming your way. And until next time, you know, embrace the boldness of your new beginning.